Hello, everyone, and welcome to FRIAR'S Desk Live, where we talk about spiritual insights, inspirational stories, and innovative ideas. When you were in high school, how well did you know your principal? It is said that the primary role of the principals is to provide strategic direction in the school system. They are the ones who develop standardized curricula, assess teaching methods, monitor student achievement, and encourage teacher-parent involvement. But I suppose it is more than that. They also act as the secondary parent of the students, as they are very much involved in the growing up stage of human development. What's in a principal? What's behind their work? It is my pleasure, everyone, to present to you UST's dedicated and committed principals, and they are called the Power of Free. We have, in my right, Associate Professor Erica Bolaños, PhD, the principal of UST Senior High School. Ma'am, can you briefly introduce yourself, please?
Thank you, Father. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Erica, and the principal of UST Senior High School.
All right. We have Associate Professor Maricio Tropicales, PhD, principal of UST Junior High School.
Good afternoon, Father. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm She Tropicales. I serve the university as principal of Junior High School.
And we have Associate Professor Marilyn Quintana, PhD, principal of UST Education High School. Ma'am.
Good afternoon, Father, and good afternoon, everybody. Of course, I am Marlene Quintana. I am the principal of the UST Education High School, and it's my pleasure to be in your show, Father.
Wow, thank you for coming now, for coming over. And maybe we could go back first before we tackle on you being the principals. Kumusta po muna tayo, no? Ma'am Erica, kumusta naman po? How is the senior high school?
Masaya po. Masaya kami kasi every day we have more than 3,000 students in the newest building in the university, the Blessed Pier Giorgio Frassati OP. And I think alam po na buong mga estudyante ng UST yan na isa po ito sa pinaka state of the art building natin sa university. So very, very happy, Father.
How would you describe your students as senior high? Kasi I think it only started in 2016, no? So how do you describe the students our senior high? Kasi is it a kind of a hybrid of college and the junior high school, or could you please elaborate on who are these senior high students?
In all honesty, Father, in 2016, the students of senior high, they weren't sure kung ano ba kami, basic ed kami, college ba kami, bakit, paano? No, how will they set foot in the university? Up until such a time, the first cohort, we have to admit that the first cohort talagang para silang, how will they treat us? Right now, we have established that despite the fact that this is Department of Education, since we are in a university set up, we have this pre-university. No, they are being prepared for UST, for tertiary, rigors of the tertiary.
And we have the strands, no? Can you introduce to us? Kasi there are also college students as well as the parents who would not know our strands.
Yes, no. We are very proud that in the university, we have 6 academic strands. We have accountancy, business and management. We also have, of course, physical education and sports. Ours is very hybrid when we talk about health allied. We have health allied. It's one of the flagship of the university because we started it. We are the first in the Philippines to ever have the health allied. And then music, arts, and design is also another flagship because this is a merge of the track of music, and then ours is music, arts, and design. And we also have STEM, of course. And last but not, have I mentioned how many?
STEM.
Yeah, no? So all those 6 strands, kumpleto po tayo.
All right. Sometimes they would even call the senior high school as a mini university because it would include encompass the courses that we are going to offer in college, right, Ma'am Erica?
Very true.
Yeah. Ma'am Shi, no? In junior high school, how would you now, because the senior high school would be the preparation, if I may say, our preparation for those who are going to be in the college level. Now, how would you look at junior high school? Ano po yung mga offering natin for junior high?
We only have one offering because we are in the secondary education and we prepare students for senior high school. Yun ang pinaka basic program na.
So how do you look at junior high as one that stands out, no? As one department that would stand and to prepare also for the senior high. Ano po yung mga nakikita natin for junior high that would also contribute to their integral development as students?
Okay. Basically po sa junior high, we want to prepare our students for senior high school. But of course, lahat ng mga aspects nila, their psychological, emotional, social, cultural aspects are being given opportunity to grow and develop in junior high school. Kumbaga po, doon sila nag-uumpisa to really shine, to really know themselves, what they want and what they want to be in college probably, and of course yung mga interest nila doon din talaga na develop sa junior high school.
Kasi when I was also in high school, I could only relate to the junior high, not be the senior high, no? And in those years, marami tayong memories, no?
Yes.
Kaya kapag may mga alumni homecoming, we all go back to high school, no? To high school and to the junior high school.
Actually, Father, we are celebrating our 95th founding anniversary this week.
Wow, congratulations.
First time na nagkaroon uli ng on-site celebration of our founding anniversary. Kaya excited yung mga bata ngayon.
Ano po yung ginagawa natin ngayon for
Meron ngayong parade kanina. Meron pa ring mga different booths ba ang tawag doon, Father. And then later on, meron din silang mga video presentations. And then yesterday, Father, nagkaroon ng YTAA, kung natatandaan mo pa yon. And then meron and then we have activities until Saturday po.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Ma'am Shi. How about you, Ma'am Marlene? As education high school, how would you, kasi not all students would know that there are two high school, no, in UST, and there is this also education high school. Can you briefly introduce us to what education high school can offer?
Basically, Father, education high school is also junior high school. But the only difference is EHS is a laboratory school, and our teachers are the pre-service teachers of the College of Education. So do expect that, for example, in English, there are 26 teachers. All of these teachers will be having the experience to teach our students. So it is important that if you are in EHS, you should catch up. Because for this week, you have a teacher. Next week, you have a new teacher, and so on. So I believe that generally, most of the graduates of EHS are successful because they really have to strive hard. In fact, Dr. Bolaños from Erica is one of the alumni of EHS.
Yes.
Same with Sir Philip and Dr. Romero.
Yes.
So we can say that most of the successful students of EHS are all over the world, and they are now sharing whatever values they learn from the university, just as competence, compassion, and commitment.
Yes.
Besides, last week, we had the reunion po of the alumni. And from there, you can really see the generosity of our alumni. In fact, they were the ones who supported our students, especially during this pandemic, because the parents cannot pay for their tuition fee anymore, especially the arrears. So the alumni were there. They supported us. And so we're able to bring back the students to school, despite the fact that financially they do not have money to pay for the tuition fee.
I would tend to agree, no, na talaga magagaling talaga yung sa education high school because they are really well trained, no, by not just as a practicum for the to be teachers, but they really excel on what they are doing, no. If you agree with me, no.
Yes,
Of
Father.
course, yes, we go back to our high school, no.
Apo.
Sa pagiging high school natin. Kasi it would also take root on our experience during our high school for us to better understand our students. Kumusta ang high school natin? Balikan lang po natin. Ma'am Shi, you go first. Ano po yung naging buhay natin no high school? Are you the one na you go with people or you're the one that is silent type? At tapos ano yung favorite subject ninyo?
Okay. Magsisimula ako dun sa favorite subject.
Sige pa.
Okay. Yung favorite subject ko, Father, is math talaga. I like it because challenging siya and I find it I find some degree of fulfillment if ever na nakapag-solve ako ng isang problem sa math and then I could also help my classmates and some sort of mentor them or tutor them on how to also solve problems in math. Nung high school ako, Father, I usually is the parang I'm the type of student who would usually help the teacher. Okay, ako yung parating pinapacheck ng teacher ko ng mga test papers. And then pag meron silang meetings, ako yung nagtiteacher-teachera. So that's why probably I also became a teacher.
So right from the very start, really, you want to be a teacher by heart. You want to teach people, not just because of the profession, but yung passion natin to teach is always there. Tama po ba?
And I was also inspired by my mom, who was a teacher and also a principal. I saw na yung sense of fulfillment niya, yung joy niya, gusto ko rin yun for myself. Kaya I also follow her path.
And that's why so parang sinasabi natin that when we became principals, we always come back to our origin and we could relate to the students because before we are also students ourselves and we could entirely relate to our own. Ma'am Marilyn, how about you?
Favorite subject, Father, nung high school. Ako po, home economics. Why? Because I love cooking, I love gardening, I love sewing. In fact, up to the present, Father, whenever I'm free, ito po yung hobby ko. So, yun po. Kaya siguro po, I am also a homemaker. So, hindi ko po alam na later on, hindi pala yun ang magiging major ko po. Because I decided to take up social studies later on because of the fact that my mother was also a social studies teacher. Both my parents were also teachers and I was also inspired by them. And probably because in our province po, community look up to the teachers. They have high regard for teachers and the teaching profession. And I also saw that my parents were very active in the community, the service that they render to the community, not only the school and the church. Kaya sabi ko po, later on, I would like to be like them.
Pero when you were high school student po ba, are you the silent type or are you the ones making rounds and making friends with people?
Father, silent type po ako, pero pag may mga contest, I join contest po. Mga quiz bee, declamation contest. Lately po, yung yung trainer ko po, na-meet ko siya. Tapos natuwa siya, naalala niya yung mga piece na nire-rehearse ko sa bahay nila. Pero hindi po ako yung masyadong maingay. Naging maingay lang po ako nung teacher na po ako, Father. Totoo po yun. Hindi po ako masyadong timid po ako noon. Alam po nila siya, simula tahimik. Pero naging teacher na po ako. Kasi if you're a teacher, you really have to be talkative. You have to communicate. So, doon po nahasa yung pagiging ko.
And we get to remember our teachers because of that, no? Kasi we remember those times that when the teachers are talking to us, guiding us, mentoring us, nare-remember natin sila more than the subject itself.
Yes, Father.
We remember the good or even bad things that our teachers or even principals would have done to us. Ma'am Erica, how about you?
Father, bago ako natutuwa po ako, thank you. I never realize na ang favorite subject nila, kung ano, no, sa thank you dito. We always go together, but revelation ito. No. Ako po, well, for one as a student, pag di ako tinanong, hindi ako sasagot. Hindi po ako Jollibee. Sorry, hindi po ako bibo. Hindi ako pabibo, if I may say that. However, I'm the student council president. No? I feel that I'm a responsible person ever since. No? And I have to thank actually my principal in Education High School for that. No? Dean Arcangel as my principal and also my dean in the College of Education. So, until now, I realize ang laki po nung effect ng high school.
Yeah.
Totoo po yung high school life o my high school. Ay, totoo po yun, no? Na ang memory kay ganda. So, very, kaya po sabi, proud po ako na I'm a Thomasian, E08 So, nahon po yung leadership skills ko sa high school.
Ma'am, what is your favorite subject by then?
Science and English po.
Science in English.
Science in
So, paano na-connect doon sa atin, sa religion, sa Branch Ed or Institute of Religion?
Right now po kasi I teach, no? I teach, I'm affiliated under the Institute of Religion. Paano nga ba, no? In all honesty, I took up medtech, no? Palagi ko sinasabi, Father, pag kinuwento ko to, another Friar's Desk segment to. I always believe that teaching is really not my first love. I think I've shared this to some people, but it is my true love. You don't always end up with your first love. No? So hindi Valentine's, happy Valentine's
Happy
Day,
Valentine's
no?
Day to all.
So, dito po siguro ko dila ng Diyos. Ako po ang unang-unang teacher sa pamilya namin.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Would you say that you are, Ma'am Erica, would you say that you are lenient type or strict type? Or a disciplinarian at that?
Nagbabago po eh. Nung pong bata-bata po ako. Nung bata-bata po ako, stricto. Up until at a certain age that you realize, lumalawak ang mundo, nag-iiba ang environment, so you also have to go with the signs of the times. So, ngayon po, I think I'm more understanding, not lenient. I always observe the policy, whatever it is. We have to enforce regulation. But there's always understanding, no? We believe po, di ba, the law is for man and not man made for the law. So,
Okay. Ma'am, when we are talking of principals, kasi when we put on caricature, pag principal, ito yung very strict, no? Parang Miss Tapia, if I may call that, no? Miss Tapia type na nakapusod, na parang laging stricto, laging nakasimangot. Are you like that, or meron pong may aspect doon na you could say to yourself na I'm not that type?
It depends on the situation, Father. If the situation calls for it, that you really have to be serious, you have to be strict, then you have to. But there are times naman na we have light moments, pwede naman ng hindi maging stricto. And we can just talk like we're friends, especially with teachers and the staff, pati sa mga estudyante. Hindi naman kailangan parating stricto. It depends on the situation.
Depending on the situation, on how we are going to respond to the particular situation, no? What the situation could call for it, no?
Yeah.
Ma'am, what yung ano po natin, is it the type of yung circumstance or situation that calls for it? Are you going to think about it for a little while, or you make your decisions instantly?
Usually, Father, I really have to think about it first bago po ako magbigay ng desisyon. But when it comes to relationship with the students, ayoko po kasi ako yung maging type na Miss Tapia. Dahil ayoko din yung sa faculty, sa college as professor, yung pag nakita ka ng mga bata, magtatago sa'yo. So I would like them that when they see me, they will approach me and say hi to me or good morning.
Yes.
That's why even the teachers, I tell them, if they did not say good morning to you, unahan niyo yung mga bata to say good morning. Happy to say, pag nakikita pa ako ng mga bata, kahit sa campus, nilalapitan nila po ako. And makikita niyo pong EHS, iwan ko, Erica, kung ginagawa niyo before, nakahawak po sila sa kanya, tapos nagbabaw po sila. Kaya kahit hindi, walang sound na good morning, ma'am, pag nakita po nila ako from afar, gumaganyan lang po sila. And yun yung pong na-appreciate ko naman sa kanila. So, of course, pag minsan, kapag may konting mga pasaway, they know naman that I will not tolerate that. And alam po nila yon. But at the same time, after giving them advice, we end up friends naman po. Kasi naintindihan po nila that the reason behind why I called them to at the office is for them to to realize what they did. That hindi po ako galit sa kanila, pero dun sa mga nangyari sa classroom na dapat hindi nangyari.
Kaya very important po yung role ng high school kasi ito po yung stage that the students are being molded, no? Kaya sinabi nyo, maganon yung student, they remember even when they get old, they would always remember what their teacher, high school teacher at that, or even the principals would remember what the teacher has inculcated to them, no? The good values, even the gestures, or even yung virtues, no? To respect their elders, respect their parents. Kasi it's only then that they get to understand how to respect. Kasi it's not just a matter of parang intellectual discussion. But we as a Catholic, siguro as a Catholic university, we are molding them how to be a good Christian. Medyo maging seryoso lang tayo. So, kamusta naman po why do you choose this field of education to be your profession naman? Saka parang, do you feel that there is a calling really, Ma'am Erica?
First, ito sabi ko kanina, no, I think God placed me here. Sounds mushy, pero totoo po yun. I wanted to become a doctor, but there were people who influenced me to be where I am. I value very much how I came to be, no, or where I am right now. So, profession-wise, Father, I don't see myself anywhere else than teaching.
Ma'am Shi, what is in the field of education that you chose? Ano po yung bakit education po yung pinili natin to be your profession?
It's more of making a difference and being able to have the opportunity to help and to show understanding and care to other people. So it's like na with this kind of profession, you also have to relate with people, and at the same time, you also develop yourself as a person. So you are helping other people, but at the same time, you also could be helping yourself to grow and to develop as a professional and as a person.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Ma'am Shi. Ma'am Marlene, how about you? Why is it that education, you place a high value on education, that you choose this, no, as your profession?
Father, nakita ko po kasi very fulfilling po ang aming vocation. I call it a vocation. Because we know that when the moment they enter in the classroom, they are already good, but we can still make them better. So just to be an instrument of change for the better is important for us. And siguro po yung reward sa amin is when we see them successful later on and become good persons and become better than us. So yun po yung fulfillment namin, and we are always proud of our students po.
So we go to the nature of being now a principal kasi we are talking of teaching, being a professor, being a teacher, but now you are the head of the school. What is principal kaya, Ma'am Erica? What's a principal kaya? How is it to be a principal of senior high?
Well, to be a principal of senior high is to know how it is to be a student. I think it is very important for a school head to put herself in the shoe of a student. At the same time, at one end, on one hand, you also have to place yourself at the how is it to be a parent? Because you see, Father, principals, they see us only as school, dealing with students, but we also deal with the janitors, the security guards, we deal with teachers, we deal with parents, sometimes the barangay captains, no? So, I think to be a principal, you have to be well-rounded. For one, I really am not an extrovert, but you must be at one point appreciative of the differences of people. You must have an open mind, and you must be able to adapt and contextualize. Because if you are hard-headed as a person, you will not be able to strike or to put any innovation in your school.
That is it's very important also to be a listening partner,
Yes.
to listen to people.
Oh,
Ma'am.
yes, Father. True.
Yeah.
Totoo
Yeah,
yun, Father.
to listen to people, not just with, to listen to the teachers, but also to listen to the students or listening to all people, ma'am.
Totoo po yun. All stakeholders. And I believe we practice, at least in senior high school, I always tell students, we practice the principle of subsidiarity. Things that can be addressed at the lower level, we address it there. Because it's very important that those people, all those which makes up the organization, the senior high school, must be empowered. In that way, I always dream that you make an organization that nobody can figure out who the leader is, because everybody is a leader.
Most especially if you have that kind of number.
Yes,
You
Father.
cannot handle the whole situation if you're alone, no? You have the ones backing you up, no? And work together as one, right? Yeah.
Father.
So Ma'am, because high school, it cannot be termed as an independent department in as much as the students have their parents with them, no? Either they are positive or negative, pero we are looking at a more positive influence of the parents. How do you deal with parents, ma'am?
Okay. So in junior high school, we have our Parents Association. And in the many years that I'm principal of junior high school, I really appreciate the fact that the parents are so supportive of all our activities, projects, and programs. And if you can just give them the opportunity to also share or advise or give suggestions on how to go about certain things in the school, like how to discipline students, how to come up with these projects. They're so supportive. And I think that the success of students is actually the combination of the support given by the teachers and the school and the parents. So if there's a positive relationship between the school and the family or the home, the students will really benefit from it, because they need all the support that they need in order to succeed in their academic journey.
Yeah. I remember when I was in high school also, the parents really would be the ones to support, no? Even beyond the support,
Yes.
no? They are sometimes they get to feel that they are really part of the
They
school.
are really
No?
partners.
Yeah, partners of school. That's why when there is a program in junior high school, you will always see the parents around, no? They are really helping not only the student but also the school. They represent the school. You can even see them outside of the building, and they really wait for not just waiting kasi sa time namin parang they are just waiting there, not para susundo hatid lang. Pero now they are really participating, and they are really active, no, in helping the school in one way or another, no, ma'am. Ma'am Marlene, how about the teachers now, no? How do you handle, no, teachers in a department, no? Kasi remember we are dealing with high school. Ano po yung nagiging part ng, kasi we before, of course, we are teachers, and even now we are teachers. Pero there are also teachers na sabihin, ay, pantay-pantay lang kami. Pero how do you manage those instances na you need to somehow assert or you tell them that I am still the principal?
In our case, Father, since our teachers are pre-service teachers, they are directly under the supervision of the supervising teacher. But we also have regular teachers. But fortunately, I have young teachers, and they are very kind and very supportive of our program. So far, Father, I have not encountered any problem with our teachers.
Okay, thank you.
Apo.
Of course, there are many problems around, but
Yes, Father.
it's a challenge. No? Speaking of challenge, when COVID-19 struck, it's a challenge now to undertake, most especially in the high school department, because they will have to have parang laptops, mga media. That's not the case for our high school kasi these are basic ed courses, no? How did you handle those challenge of pandemic, ma'am? Ma'am Shi, you could start.
It was really difficult at the start. We had to have a lot of meetings, a lot of discussions on how to go about the schedule, and then of course we have to undergo a lot of training as well for us to be able to optimize the use of technology for teaching and learning. And it's really, I could say that it helped because everybody is sharing, suggesting ways on how to go about teaching and learning. And the parents also help because before it used to be that their children are in the school for their education, but because of the lockdowns, their children are at home, and we really have to coordinate with them, collaborate with them in terms of how to supervise their children while they are at home, and they are still, of course, with us. May mga times din, Father, na nahirapan din talaga kami. And also with assessment. Dati kasi, syempre, meron lang tayong mga test papers. And then this time, because of the pandemic, we have to come up with online assessments. Meron ding mga challenges on how to prepare those, especially for the teachers. And we're so thankful for the university, for the support, for all the trainings that they have provided us. It really helped a lot. And siguro ito yung time na teachers were really very appreciative of what the university is doing for the teachers and also for the students.
Thank you, Ma'am Shi. How about Ma'am Marlene? We are talking of the students having those struggle moments kasi they need to have the laptop, they need to adjust with the current curriculum, ganyan. How about the teachers, ma'am? How do we empower now the teachers?
Father, I think one of the ways by which we can empower the teacher is to instill on them confidence. Because during the pandemic, everybody is worried if they can deliver the lesson at their best. So, of course, with the training that was provided by the university, it helped them a lot. Pero just like the students po, sometimes nakaka-experience din po ang mga teachers ng, ano ba yun, ng worries. Kung paano nila malalagpasan ang pandemic at paano ma-deliver ang lesson. Sometimes, very hard for them to talk to the monitor na akala nila walang kausap.
Yeah.
Because in EHS po, our students cannot afford na maganda ang wifi po nila. So usually naka-cellphone lang po sila. So after the attendance, ano na po, nagta-turn off na ng camera. So aside from that, Father, yung siguro po talaga na yung socialization between the teacher at saka yung the students. And we are happy to say that now that we are back to school, nabalik na po yung sigla.
Yeah.
Nabalik na po yung sigla. Because, Father, you can really observe that they really adjusted. Pagdating po nung start po namin, nagkakahiyaan, Father, you will observe tahimik po yung classroom. Lalo pa may cohorting po kami. So sabi ko, before, pag mga lunchtime, lunch break, maingay yung klase, may kumakanta, tahimik po. But now, na full capacity na po kami, masaya na po sila, mas masigla na po. And even the teachers, I believe, they are happy that they are now with the students.
Tama po. Erica, it is really a big adjustment on our part kasi after the pandemic, even the students and teachers do not know now how to go about the post-pandemic scenario. Kasi they are used to having the internet, all those Zoom meetings or Blackboard. But now, it's a different set altogether. Are we on the pre-pandemic situation or is there a new alternative mode of teaching now?
Right now, we're in hybrid. We have hybrid instructional modality. I think first thing that we did, and I think that goes to all of us, for all education, basic education, we started with the basic. Hybrid tayo. You have on-site and you have online classes. Pero we go back to the basic routines. If it's a teacher, classroom management. We have teachers that we hired during the pandemic that during the first day, ikaw pala yan kasi sa Zoom lang kita na-interview. No? Tapos pag nakikita mo, naka-mask sila. So you don't get to see their face. No? So we went back to the basic, how to handle classroom management because during Zoom, teaching in Zoom, via Zoom, wala naman pong arrange your chairs, pick up the pieces of paper, greet each other, wala. So students rin po ganon. You have to tell them basic things.
Yeah.
Keep right. When the teacher arrives, you stand up. People think na, ma'am, kailangan ba yun? Pero sa totoo lang po, yung 2 taon, nakaharap nila ay monitor. Meron po nung isang beses, rounds po ako. First day po ito, 7 a.m. So, hinintay pa siguro yung teacher. Pagpasok ko, gano'n, sabi sa akin, hi, ma'am. Gano'n no? Sabi ko, let's try that again. Could you stand up? Yes, because in Zoom, they're polite, but they don't stand up. So, we went back to basic. It's hybrid, but it's very important yung dealing with people.
Yeah. Ma'am Shi, kaya nga it's really different if we have the teaching method only online. Of course, we could nourish our minds, but our social behavior would always be affected. Our manner of relationship would also be affected. Could you agree with me or?
Yes, I agree with you, Father. It's actually the social presence that is lacking pag sa online. And we've seen that with our students during their first weeks ng kanilang online classes. Kagaya ng sinabi ni Ma'am, nagkakahiyaan sila. And even sa kanilang class discussions, the teacher would say class, mag-unmute na kayo. Parang ganon. Oo, mag-unmute na kayo. You can, of course, be part of the discussion. You have to participate in our activities. Yun ang isa sa pinakamalaking impact ng lockdowns ng pandemic. Really the social presence and relationship, communication ng mga
Yes.
bata among each other, among them and between and among their teachers.
Yeah. Ma'am Marlene, one of the episodes of Friar's Desk, ipapalabas pa lang po, is the main challenge would be the mental health, no, awareness that many people, of course, they had gone through those social media and nagkakaroon po ng mental health issues, no, depression, sadness. Kaya nga po, when they go back to the school, I think iba po yung naging treatment nila. Kaya they are hugging each other, talking with each other. Now you see USTs being filled with students. They are talking with each other. Ibang-iba yung social interaction nila. How do you interpret that?
Father, I think they are very sensitive nowadays compared to the students before. They always give meaning sa mga sinasabi sa kanila. Feeling nila it's always addressed to them kahit hindi naman. So, we really have to be very careful nowadays. Iba po yung estudyante ngayon. Hindi yung tipong pag napagsabihan mo, akala mo baliwala. But for them, it's already something. So, we really have to be extra careful in dealing with them. They are very sensitive. But at the same time, Father, na-miss din po talaga nilang socialization.
Yeah.
Na-miss nila yung may kausap, na-miss nila yung mga klase. Tsaka nag-a-adjust pa rin po sila the way they deal with people. Say for example, we have supervising teacher. Nagra-rounds po yan every class. So imbes na tatayo before, sabihin pong good morning, nagsabi lang, hi. So feeling po nila, parang may nakita lang sila na hi, parang acquaintance lang sila. So yung mga ganun bagay po, Father. But I believe, unti-unti, naiibalik na po yung kondisyon na sa classroom. Just try to imagine, 3 years po sila nasa bahay lang. So parang nagsimula sila pong mag-high school sa online.
Totoo po.
So pagdating ngayon, nag-a-adjust sila. But I think sa mga interview ko, Father, they appreciate that they are now back. In fact, kahit po sa misa, Father, nung nag-mass kami, sa totoo lang, Father, tahimik po sila ngayon sa simbahan. Tahimik sila po. Hindi ka po yung quiet. Wala pong ganun. Pero, nagko-participate po sila. Sumasagot po sila. At na-appreciate nga po ni Father Max nung last mass namin na well-behaved po yung mga bata. But at the same time, nagpa-participate din po sa mass. So, na-miss din po nila yung ganun, na face-to-face po yung aming celebration ng Holy Mass.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Let's make this a lighter naman, ano? Medyo light naman ang ating usapan. Ma'am Erica, sabi dito kasi may tanong po yung virtual audience natin. The principal's office na po ba kayo? Siguro isa-isa sila, no? Starting with Ma'am Erica. The principal's office na ba kayo at bakit? Ayun.
Hindi po. Alam po din, Arkan. Siguro po kung mapapatawag ko sa principal's office para po sa student council project, ganun lang po, no? Medyo boring po yung high school life ko yata.
Kung makikita mo yung principal mo before, ano yung pwede mong sabihin na, principal na ako, pero how do you relate now, yung before ka na bata with the principal before?
Actually, I'm very grateful to my principal. If I may be very personal, lightly naman. Education high school po ako. So alam ko po yung pag education high school ka, wala kaming baon, Ma'am Quintana. Minsan, totoo po yun, no? Mahirap ang buhay. Din Arcangel, saw me na, ba't dito kumakain? Nag-aabang sa gated fence. Bakit niya ako? Bibigyan akong pagkain. So I really saw how important compassion and kindness is to as a principal. Kaya po, pag nakikita ko si Dean Arcangel, I saw her recently. I told her, and birthday niya, no, kahapon. Sabi ko sa kanya, I'm grateful to you, ma'am, because if not for you, I will not value the importance of being a principal. Sana ganun din ang mga estudyante ko nito.
Yeah. How about you, Ma'am Shi? Ano po yung sa inyo?
Iniisip ko nga, Father, parang hindi ako na principal's office. Probably yung instance lang na kagaya ni Erica, if we have projects or activities in school and we try to discuss it with her. Yun lang yung mga times na nakakapunta ako sa principal's office. Yeah.
About you, Ma'am Marlene.
Pareho din po, Father. Hindi yata po ako na principal's office. Una, tatay ko po yung principal. So nakikita po kami sa bahay. So parang hindi po.
Okay. Siguro yung second to the last question na tayo, no? Kasi may one of the questions of from our virtual audience. Ayan. Ma'am Principal, paano niyo po sinasagot ang mga bata kung interesado silang gawin ang pang-college pero hindi pa pwede for them? Siguro si Ma'am America siguro pwede.
Opo. So, well, for one, I have to let them realize that growth is in stages. Kumbaga po, darating din kayo dyan. Sa ngayon, 16, 17, 18, enjoyin nyo muna the moment na senior high kayo. Kasi in 2 years time, college na rin naman kayo. So, enjoy where you are. But what we did in senior high school, Father, in 2016, we started only 7 organization. 2016, we have 4,500 students. 2017, we have 9,000. Then 7,500. Right now, we have 6,300. But if I'm not mistaken, our organization in senior high school is 28. So, ang dami po, no? Para na po kami may sariling student affairs. We try to provide them whatever is in the university, tertiary, meron din pong counterpart sa senior high school.
Alright. Last question. What is the most fulfilling part or experience that you had as a principal? Or even now? Ano po, Ma'am Shi?
For me, Father, when parents or students would come and see me to just say thank you, ano na yon? Masaya na ako doon. That's the most fulfilling part, meaning that at least I was able to help in some ways, and I have contributed something to make their lives better. Yung simple thank you, okay na yun sa akin.
Kasi we don't get to see each student every day, di ba? But if there is one person, one student who would come to us and say thank you, it's really fulfilling kasi hindi mo naman nakakausap lahat eh. If there is one, yung gratitude, it becomes enfleshed, no? Enfleshed in that person. Ma'am.
Siguro po, Father, this pandemic po, when I was able to bring back some students to the classroom despite the fact that their parents do not have plans anymore. Kasi po, during this pandemic, siguro mga 1 week na po kami may klase, virtual classroom pa po. I observed na meron pong mga estudyanteng hindi pa nakakapasok. So I decided to call them up and sabi ng parent, hindi po namin na-enroll kasi nawalan po kami ng trabaho, wala na po kaming pambayad ng tuition fee. Ang laki po ng babayaran pa namin sa arrear at saka po yung down payment hindi po namin kaya. Ang kaya lang po namin ay yung monthly. So probably, Father, yung experience ko as a community development worker sa simbahan at saka po sa advocacy group ng College of Education alumni, nagamit ko because na-recall ko po that a group of alumni approached me before and told me that, Ma'am, pag may kailangan po kayo, don't hesitate to ask help from us. So I gave the opportunity for this alumni to help. And yung pinakang magandang feeling po, Father, and fulfilling is when I called up the parents and suddenly tell them that finally po makaka-enroll po yung anak ninyo kasi may magbabayad na po ng arrear at saka po ng tuition fee. You know, Father, the relief and the joy, they even cried. The parents cried when I told them the good news. Iba po yun. I will never forget that as a principal and as a parent myself. So parang biglang may biyayang dumating. And I am very thankful for that. And from then on po, nagkaroon po ng anak in the sense na the alumni decided to be institutionalized po, the support of the alumni. That is why from that incident, meron na po kami ngayong E-Education High School Alumni Solidarity Fund. So doon po, and si Sir Philip po, yung ating naging head kasi po siya yung EHS yan at the same time he is with us in EHS. So malaking bagay po yun, Father. Pumapasok ang biyaya sa EHS. Halimbawa po, may mga television sets na ngayon na dinonate ang alumni para din po sa mga estudyante.
Kaya po mararamdaman nyo yung sense of fulfillment natin whenever we help other people, they pay it forward.
Yes,
Kasi ito yung mga tao na when we extended our
Yes,
help,
Father.
assistance, someday they will also help in one way or another the school or even
po.
other people. It's paying forward, no?
Yes,
Parang-
Father.
parang
In
may-
fact, sabi nga po ng mga bata, they look up to the alumni as their model and someday they will also pay back daw po, just like what the alumni is doing to them.
Very much. Ma'am Erica.
One of the parang fulfillment, well, yung first cohort po ng graduate ng senior high, meron na po kaming working, no? Siguro, syempre yung gratitude ng nila, no? Yung babalikan ka. That's very, most of us or all of us would like that. Dun siguro ko sa teachers, try ko naman yung teacher. Ang mga teachers po senior high bata. No? We are very young academic staff. Whenever they, let's say for last night, the most recent, a faculty member emailed me and appreciated what we do. I ended my night reading her email because she said that you don't only serve the students, but we also feel how you love and serve us. Yun po. So, sabi nga po, solve ka, isa lang, no? Isang ganun lang. So, masaya po yun. Napakasaya.
With all those students kasi numbering 3,000, 6,000, meron kang isang student lang na they appreciate your work, no? Kasi it's not every day that you can encounter that students.
Father, sorry if I may. Naniniwala po kasi ako na pag masaya ang guro, magiging masaya ang bata. Kaya sa amin po, no, nila ma'am, ang isa sa pinapahalagahan namin yung academic staff namin. When the principals know how to love their teachers, the whole school community will be a loving community.
And the teachers could also be a representative of the school. Kasi it's not just about teaching, no? Kasi we could all teach, no? Pero iba kasi if the attitude of yung attitude kasi ng teacher would also reflect on the image of the school, no? It would also affect the image that we are portraying kasi we are Thomasians, committed, compassionate, and competent. But if the teacher is not doing well, then it could affect the image of the school. But nonetheless, kapag tayo ay maganda naman yung pinapakita natin sa student, no? And then that would also reflect the virtues and values of the university. Now we go to our last segment, no? Siguro each of you could give your message to your students, to your stakeholders, or even to those viewers who may not be Thomasians at all, and you want to invite them to your department. Ma'am Erica, maybe you could start.
First and foremost, thank you, Father, for this very light conversation. Kami palang first live.
Yes.
No? Salamat po dito. Napakasaya. What is my message? For one, let me direct it to the senior high school students and the alumni of the UST Senior High School. I always tell them, Father, that they are not numbers. The senior high school is not just 9,000, 7,500, 6,000. They are individuals. And I might not be able to know them each and every one. But through the organization or the system of the university, we hope that my leadership, my love and care for them will transcend from the teachers, from the janitorial staff, the custodial staff, to our students and parents. Kaya siguro po, ini-invite ko, although kung naghahanap po kayo ng senior high school, no? Although sa totoo lang, 14,000 po yung nag-a-apply sa atin na nakaraan and we only get 3,000. Imagine nyo po yun. I think if your child is enrolled in UST Junior High EHS, they're in good hands.
Wow, thank you, Ma'am Erica. Ma'am Marilyn.
Of course, for the EH students, I always tell you to be good because I always believe in you. I hope that you will continue to be good, and you have to what? Keep searching for the stars. And for our parents, we need you. You are our partners. So I hope that we will continue to work hand in hand for us to be able to provide our students the best quality education that they all deserve. And of course, for the alumni, thank you so much for supporting EHS. I know for a fact that you're all busy, but you always have time to say hello and to ask us whatever the students need, and we appreciate that very much. So if you are interested to visit again EHS, we are more willing to accommodate you and to entertain you, and we believe that through our alumni, the parents, and as well as the students, we will really accomplish all the goals that we set for the Education High School as a laboratory school. And of course, we look forward for more successes that will be, shall we say, achieved by our students academically, and also not only academically, but in terms of extracurricular activities. We hope that there will be more activities that we can provide our students, because they are very much excited, especially if we will be allowed to conduct further our activities here in campus. Thank you so much po.
Thank you, Ma'am Shi.
I think, Father, nasabi na nila lahat yung pwedeng sabihin. But anyway, to our students, I hope that you will take advantage of the opportunity given to you to experience the Thomasian education. And just remember that as your teachers or principals, we're here to support you. We are your friends, and we want you to succeed in your academic journey and in your lives as well. On Sunday, we will have our homecoming. Yes, we have our homecoming in the UST Junior High School. And just like what Ma'am Marlene and Ma'am Erica said, we're proud of our alumni, because you see, the alumni would really show what kind of school we are, because we have produced people like them. So maraming salamat po.
Principals are more than heads of our schools, particularly in the Philippine context. They are our secondary parents who take care of us when we are at school. I hope we could do the same and be grateful to them in more ways than one. Thank you to our guests who have given their time and presence, Ma'am Erica, Ma'am Shi, and Ma'am Marilyn. And thank you everyone for watching us. Laudare, benedicere, predicare. Let us all praise, bless, and preach the Word of God. Have a good day, everyone, and God bless us all. This is Friar's Desk Live.